rolling. You start whenever you're ready.
So I wanted to have Charlie tell you about his early beginnings. And I asked Charlie, where were you born, Charlie? And he said, in Boston. How old are you now? Where do you live? He says 50 Draper Street.
I know. They already saw that.
Oh, okay. So let
Yeah.
me see
See,
here.
you're thinking
I'm
it's already
thinking about,
saw.
yeah.
Yeah, they're not. They haven't seen it. No, everything that you talked about, they saw. So,
Okay.
you could talk about it, but you want to talk about it in a different tense, right?
Okay.
When he talked about this, or kind of like talk about. Charlie's 94 years old, as he told you in the blah blah blah, right?
Right.
But you don't want to commentate what has just happened. 'Cause
Okay.
That's what news people do.
Okay.
And we want to make it more personable.
Okay.
Right. So like you're talking to Denise, your sister or something, just tell them what happened. Right. Like you're doing that. We're still keeping your Elena Lasser songs, of course.
Okay.
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 I don't know how.
I know.
can't think of words today, so I don't know exact words to use, but I want you to be more relaxed.
Oh, I thought I
let you
was.
be Porter,
Okay.
okay? Be more Elena Lasser.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Go.
So it's very hard to speak about Charlie because Charlie is one of a kind. Him and I fight all the time. He has fired me 8 times, and 3 days later, he says, well, Lana, calls me Lana. Only one calls me Lana. Come on back, we'll talk about it. We have to have a happy mind about this. Yet he always tells me, behave myself, because I have a terrible temper. So you never know what's going to come out of Charlie's mind, but he's such a unique person. Let me tell you something. He has a memory like an elephant, or probably better than an elephant, because he never forgets anything. And when he puts something in his mind, you can drive a cement truck into Charlie, he's not going to change his mind. But he's very shrewd, because Charlie and I, our biggest fight is, Charlie, listen. I go over there and I take care of the house and I do what I have to do, and I say, Charlie, I'm leaving now. And I'll say, Charlie, behave yourself. Do not go anyplace. Because, see, Charlie's a runner. You have to know the history of Charlie. Charlie gets this little plastic bag, puts all of his banking in this bag, gets his cane, and Charlie takes off, inch by inch by inch. And what happens? When the neighbors see him going out the door, getting ready to go for his walk, the neighbors call me, Mrs. Laster, Charlie's on the run again.
I'll read back into it.
Okay. So I rush over there. Well, first I call Pat. Pat's his niece. Pat.
No, time out. I want you to leave that right there.
Oh, leave that.
Lead into the next segment.
Oh, what was the next segment? Okay.
No, just, we're going back to here's more Charlie or something like that.
Okay.
You just lead into the next segment. Right now, this is the break.
This is, okay.
Right? So you bring this more up. You know what? You should bring us more up to date on Charlie on each break, right? Maybe give something that we didn't see there that or whatever, but you don't want to make it too long.
Oh, it's kind of, it is long.
The break is only going to be roughly about 30
Oh,
seconds.
okay.
Right? Or that's the ideal.
Okay.
Be about 30 seconds.
I can talk about when we go out shopping and how Charlie and I got caught. He got caught stealing candy.
We do that next segment.
Okay.
Next segment.
That's next
I
segment.
just want you to go back to the video from this one, because we're going to be in the second segment of the first video.
Okay.
Okay?
So okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, more Charlie.
Okay.
Let's continue on.
Okay.
Or, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, while you're saying that, I want to pull away to a long distance shot. So,
Okay.
ready?
Okay.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, more about Charlie.
I need you to say it again. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, more about Charlie. So, Charlie and I, we always try to go out.
No.
No, you can't. Oh.
No. Save that for next break.
Oh, Lord.
But stop it right there, ladies and gentlemen. More Charlie.
Oh, and then
That's
stop.
it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. All right, let's try it one
Okay.
more time. Hang on.
Yes.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, more Charlie.
Okay, cut. All right, we can work with that. Okay, now, this is the first video, this is the third segment, this is the last part. In the first video, he was talking about stocks at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And, cause I know the next video picks up and he says the person that used to help him out with the stocks, he says that person's name. So I know he ended that first segment talking about stocks. And you asked him, how did he get into stocks? He was talking about some person.
Mm-hmm.
What
His
else?
first the first stock he purchased was Pfizer.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he spent the money. I think we spent $100 at that time, and the stock went down.
That's right.
And Charlie lost money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, more about Charlie. We said that. There's a story. Charlie knows a lot of jokes, and they're funny. But I had asked Charlie when I first met him, I got to know him more, how did you get into stocks, Charlie? So he talked about he was on Wall Street and, he went to college for a financial analysis. But the one thing that sticks out, Charlie told me about this guy who told him, he said he was about 15, 16 years old, that he needs to buy stock. He said, do you know how you're going to get some money? And Charlie says, how am I going to make money? You're going to buy shares of Pfizer. And Charlie says, okay, gave him $100, and he was watching the stock, but what happened? The stock market went down. Charlie's favorite words are, you cannot predict the stock market. So he went to the guy, and he told the guy, I lost money, it went down. What am I supposed to do? The man says, play it again, buy more stock. And to this day, Charlie has Pfizer's, and he must have over 5,000 and some odd shares of Pfizer. That's Charles Bean.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
That'll work for that. Now, that ends the show.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, that ends the show because we're going to go into the next segment.
Yeah.
And, he talks about that, and then we go into the next one. Now, the next video, the second half, now we're talking about the war. We're talking about the kids eating out the garbage. We're talking about his father had to come up with $100. I think that was in the first one.
That was in the first one.
Yeah, that was in the first one. What's the second one?
Mostly about the war, and his fingers froze.
Yes. All that stuff.
It was
back
mostly.
in Beanie Siegel.
Yeah.
When I do this, I'll put Beanie Siegel's story in.
I have to say, Charlie always tells me he knew the mob. Well, whether he did or not, he was calling off some heavy hitters. And I used to live down in the South End, and the names he's calling off, my father knew, which is true. Would that be all right?
Whatever you want to say.
Okay, so what do I say? I'm back again?
I knew it. Don't get her. That kind
I know, right?
All right. So we're rolling. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, so let me think where I can begin. Charlie talks about when he was in the war, troubling times for Charlie. He talked about the kids eating out of the garbage cans. He has on his fingers, he'll always show you his fingers because they're like frozen. He said that he had frostbitten. It was frostbitten, and they put his hand in hot water, but I guess it didn't work. I don't know too much about the war. I know him and my dad were in the same service, but he talks about that with a heavy, heavy heart. Charlie's a very compassionate man. He comes off like a bully, but mind you, if he thinks he can bully you, he will try it. That's why we get along so well. We fight all the time.
I'm glad that happened.
Okay.
Because no words need to come after that.
Okay.